Now we proceed with natural growth and natural decay. Nga, ang example is growth of bacteria. So, natural growth ni, no? So, you would expect that our K is positive. Now, it says here, a bacteria culture has an initial amount or population of 800. After 2 hours, the number of bacteria increased by 3/4. Okay, so, yata initial population, Y sub 0 equal to 800. Naingon siya nga after 2 hours, ni-increase siya by 3/4. So, meaning, sa Y2, Y sub 2, 2 hours, we have the initial amount as 800 plus 3/4 sa 800. Unsa may 3/4 sa 800? 3/4. 600, no? So, Y sub 2 equal to 1,400 bacteria. So, mo ni ang bacteria after 2 hours. Now, if the culture grows at a rate proportional to its size, so mo naman to itong formula ganina, no? We have this dy over dt equal to kt, and the particular solution is y over y sub 0 equal to y sub 0 e to the kt. So, katong na-see, wala at kayto siya kay naman tay given diri nga initial value. So, mo dyan ni siya yung mga gamit kaayo. Now, we're looking for the DE. Sorry, this is ky. We're looking for the DE that represents the growth of bacteria. Basically, ang ipangita kini. Okay? dy over dt equal to ky. Pero, we need to find the value of k first. And what is this k? K is actually the relative growth rate. Mo ni k. Okay, mo ni ang k. Okay? Oh, na. So, this is the relative growth rate. Kailangan nato ni siya pangitaon to find the actual DE. Okay? Diba, remember our DE should have a derivative. So, dili siya mao. This is the general solution. So, before giving the A, actually, before na to makamap ang letter A ng answer, makuha pa na to ng B. How? So, we have this general solution. And then, kung makita ninyo, we have an initial value of 800. So, pwede na to i-substitute diri sa y sub 0. And then, we have a new amount, which is 1,400 after 2 hours. So, we can have it here as the y. And t is equal to 2. Oh, diba? So, we can find k. So, to find k, use the given mga parameters. Ano, parameters na itong term. So, it's not literally parameter, but the values given that we can substitute to find k. Now, y is 1,4 at 2. Y2. Okay, 1,4. 1,400 is equal to y sub 0 is 800 raised to the e times e raised to the k times 2. 2 hours man eh. This t is 2 hours, which is 1,400. Na. Okay? So, we move 800 to the other side and raise everything to ln to eliminate e. No? And then, times ln na siya and then divided by 2. So, this should look like this. ln of 1,400 over 800. So, this is not shortcut, but automatic lang na ito isulat. Divided by 2 is equal to k. So, you do the more detailed solution, you will still come up with this equation. So, it's kind of default. When you do a lot of problems like this, you will know ngay nanagid ang iyang forma. Okay? The more you practice, again, the more you become familiar with the technique. So, kani very arithmetic naman ni siya, basically. So, ln of 1,4. Here's my calculator. ln of 1,4. 1,4 divided by 800 over 2. Yan, that is 0.2798. Okay, so that is our k. So, ato siyang i-store. Let's try to store this in A. Alright, magamit natin ni siya karon. Now, k is 0.2798. Again, as mentioned, this is our relative growth rate. So, the relative growth rate man, So it should be in percent. So meaning our B here, relative growth rate, is equal to 27.98%. Relative man. Okay? So, when you say about DE or growth rate actually, the growth rate, mo ni siya nga formula. And then, if relative growth rate, it's the percentage. So now, our DE, this one, our A here, ang answer ani is dy over dt equal to 0.2798 y. Oh, muna siya. Okay? So, we have this A and B answered. Napa na siya sumpay. Find the growth rate after 3 hours. Oh, nangita siya sa growth rate after 3 hours. So, what are we going to do? What is y at 3? Muna yung pangutana. What is y at 3 hours? T equal to 3. Okay, so, we have the formula earlier. This is for C, no? Y equal to 800, the initial amount, e to the k. We know the k's value times t, which is the 3 hours. We'll just use the value that we had for k, which is 0.2798. So, nakasave naman na sa calculator. So, we have y equal to, let's go back to the calculator. Y equal to 800. Ito na. 8. Uh-oh, what happened? Na-close na wala. Wait. Let me find my calculator. Okay. Napalong lagi siya. Kung saan man ito inahitabo. Okay. So, we have wala na nun itong wala siya. So, let's just say it's 2798. Sige. So, we will have 800 times e to the 0.2798 times 3. So that is 1,852 approximately. So that is our 1,852 bacteria after 3 hours. Okay? So, muna ni ang ato ang bacteria after 3 hours. How many bacteria are present after 3.5 hours? So, sorry, rate man di ang gipangita. So, it's not literally how many bacteria, but the rate. So, we have this na. And then, remember, we have this formula dy over dt equal to 0.2798 times y. Y is here. So, the growth rate, basically for letter C, ang answer niya is 1852 times 2798. Kani, times, ano mawala siya? I don't know, it could be the bug. Sige na lang. I will just compute in my other calculator. So, you can compute on your own. Ganahan ta ka itong calculate kay realistic. So, 0.2798 times 1852. That is 518.2. So, that is 518.2 bacteria per hour. Rate man po ito. Growth rate. So, muna ito answer sa letter C. Now, how many bacteria are present after 3.5 hours? So, basically, we use the same kaning formula and then replace 3 with 3.5. So, at y sa 3.5 equal to 800 e to the k, which is 0.2798 times 3.5. So, bacteria raman ang ipangita. So, basically, y ra jud ang ipangita, no? So we have 0.2718 times 3.5. Okay, so answer, that's 2.66 times 800. That is 2,130. So you can use your calculator on your own there, ha? Kaya mawala akong kuan. Mawala siya. I don't know why. When the PowerPoint is on slideshow. So that is 2,130 bacteria at 3.5 hours. No, last na lang jud. Letter D. This is letter D ni siyang answer. Then we have, how long will it take for the number of bacteria to triple? Ingon na sad siya mo 3 times 3 kuno. Mo times 3 daw. So to triple, again, using the equation, triple man, so let's just not use the kuan, wala man siya gatag na value. We have this y equal to y sub 0 a to the kt. So this is the same with here, no? Although wala lang tanong substitute sa 800 because it says just triple, meaning the new amount is 3 times the initial amount, no? Triple. Our y is equal to 3y0. Ano man, y sub 0, because it triple based on the initial amount, diba? So this becomes 3 y sub 0 equal to y sub 0 e to the kt. I did not substitute it with 800 because ang 800 can still be eliminated. Then what's left is just 3 e to the kt. So this 3 can be raised to ln, no? ln of 3. So we can remove this one. Then our k is 0.2798 equal to t. So our t now is ln of 3 divided by 0.2. So I'll just calculate now. Kamo, calculate on your own, basin sayop ko. ln of 3 divided by 0.2798. That's what is this? 3.9 ln of 3. Ba ko? 100.20, yeah, 3.92641 turbo. So that's 3.926 hours, or that is approximately 4 hours. So this is our answer sa letter A. Mo triple ang number of bacteria, meaning it becomes 2,400 after 4 hours. So kita sa tagsa nato na siya, no? So I hope you were able to capture it. Now, this is our next example, which is the decay of radium. Now, for those who are not familiar with radium, so muna siya element ng gipanggamit sa kanabitang radiotherapy, no? Yung radiation can destroy the cancer cells. Muna siya gipanggamit og cure sa cancer. So this was there's actually a movie for the discovery of radium katong radioactive, si Marie Curie. So the founder, or the founder bitawag ana. So naka-discover was Marie Curie along with her husband Pierre Curie. So si Pierre Curie actually is also a physicist, pero na-amaze siya sa trabaho ni Marie Curie. So si Marie Curie, dili na siya Marie Curie, she's Polish, and ang Curie is last name siyang husband. Pero mo naman inano niya. So tiyan pa na Solowski. Basta inana yung apelido si Marie Curie. Namatay gyapon ni siya tungod gyapon ani, no, the radiation. So there's a movie, I think that was in 2 years ago. Si Pike man to, ng artista nga sikat gyapon na siya. Kind of laid back ang story in Europe. France man siguro ni kay kuan man ni siya. She's a natural born Polish, and then she moved to na-naturalize siya as French. So nakita sila ni Pierre Curie. So na-in-love si Pierre Curie sa iya, kay bright case siya. Unfortunately, during that time, grabe pa ang discrimination sa babae. So most of the leaders are male, or tanan gyud, no? And then like she's the first female nga naka Nobel Prize because of this radium. So she was able to kanang create a process nga ibulag ang radium, kaning, I don't know, very scientific, but this radium-226 na discover niya. So let's just proceed. Pagtanawa lang na ninyo. The title of the movie is Radioactive. So the half-life of radium-226 is 1,590 years. So what do you mean by half-life? So nasa siya term nga half-life, no? Now half-life means that is the time where, or time taken for the radioactivity of a specified isotope to fall to half its original value. So the original value, like for instance, we have now what do we mean by half-life? So half-life means, sa definition, it's a time taken for the radioactivity of a specified isotope to fall to half its original value. So for instance, naa kay 100 milligram, pag abot sa iyang half-life, after particular year half-life, ang iyang timbang mahimo na lang 50 milligrams. Okay? Now for radium, iyang half-life is 1,590 years. Okay? So half-life is represented by T1 half. Time manggihapon na siya. And so the half-life of radium is 1,590. 1,590. And then there's a sample of this isotope has a mass of 100 milligrams. So the first one that we're looking for is what is the expression for the mass that remains after T years. So ingon siya, expression pa man because wala pa magutay value. Again, this is natural decay, by the way, kay ni-reduce man siya, no? As mentioned, ang half-life from 100 milligrams na lang siyang 50. So this is natural decay, meaning our K here, expect na to nga negative siya. Okay, so the first one, we're looking for the expression, meaning it's just the substitution. We're looking for y sub 0 e to the kt. Now this y sub 0, mo man ni ato ang initial amount nga 100 milligram. So we write just y equal to 100 e to the kt. So pwede na to ni siya. So this is actually our we need to find k sa, because completely our equation dili siya ma-porma. So we need to find k first. Now to find k, atong i-utilize ang mga given nga mga initial values. Now, we know that the half-life of radium-226 is 1590 years, meaning 1,590 years ay siya mutunga. Now, we have, as I said, mutunga, given na ito nga 100, meaning at T, 1/2 half-life at 1,590 years, this 100 becomes 50 milligrams, no? So muna ni ato ang initial or the new amount. New amount siya. Gamay siya because ka-decay man. Now our new amount is y equal to 50 milligrams. So we can substitute these values to this equation to find k. Now this becomes 50 equal to 100 e to the k times the half-life time is 1,590. Imagine na unsa nakadugay, di naman tambuyan na bisag narata sa 90 di gyapon. So inani ang kani nga mga radioactive materials, no, or elements. So we move 100 over here, then ln dayon. So this is like ln of 50 over 100 divided by 1,590. That's equal to our k. Now ln. So I can try again with our calculator. Ano naman itong calculator? Nawala man siya. Calculator, please do not exit. Okay. Close na sa ni siya after magkuan taglayan. So I will not store anything. It's just multiply. I'll calculate this one. 50 over 100, that's 1/2, that's 0.5, no? then divided by 1590. 1590, tama ba? Now, our k is negative 4. Negative gid siya, no? Muna na iyang kuan. Negative 459. Negative 4.359. Negative 4.359 times 10 to the negative 4. So, this is our k value. So, meaning, the expression becomes, sa letter A, our answer becomes y equal to 100 e to the negative 4.359 times 10 to the negative 4 t. Modyo na siya actually ang answer sa letter A. Okay? Then find the mass after 1,000 years, correct to the nearest milligram. So, after 1,000 years daw. So, then we are given with t. Sa letter B, we are given with t nga 1,000 years. And we have k naman. So, i-substitute na lang nato. We're looking for the mass which is y. What is y? So, y is equal to 100 times e to the negative k. K lang, but this is k actually, times 1,000. Okay? So, I'll use my calculator lang sa, this is, sige ito itong k. Hold on, let me store. Ganyan ko ito nga calcu kay easy to manipulate. My own calculator in my cell phone is Chervanes 590 negative 4 times answer lang sa times 1,000 equals e to this answer, that is 0.644. So 0.646655 times answer times 100. So that is 64.66. So our y is equal to 64.66 or 64.7. Okay? So this is the mass or in milligrams. So here, this is kind of morag shortcut, no? Di siya tinamban when we solve because we use a calculator. So during your solution, this is fine. For example, in ani, example diri, no? And then you have the final answer or the answer directly. Dili na siya tinamban nga dapat 0.5 and they write again, nag-divide ka and so on. We understand that we're using the calculator, so that is fine lagi. But the problem is katulang mga derivation in the past. Dili to siya pwede. But because we have values here, it's okay. Makita man sad nako unsay value nga inyong gi-multiply. Okay? So when will the mass be reduced to 30 milligrams? So naingon na sad siya, nanasad siya sa letter C. There is a y given na 30 milligrams. Then when does it happen? So time yung gipangita. When will the mass be reduced? Now again, we have this kaning formula na to, we can use this again, no? At 30 milligrams, 100 e to the k times t. Wala man tay t. So we can directly move here and so on. So this becomes ln of 30 over 100 over k, which is equal to t. And our t is, alright, that's 2761. Yan. Then t is 2,761.7 years. So imagine, mahimo siyang 30 milligrams. Gikan sa 100, natural niya nga decay, no? Pasagdaan lang nimo siya. So sige no, ko abog naman tas kalibutan ani, no? But mo ni siya by calculation based on this ito ang solution, general solution, 2,761.7 years.